top of the world, New York City, high above the streets below, when no one was around. From up here it seems that time has gone and stopped, and I cannot believe the world's still spinning round. Have you ever wanted to be king? Well, I don't think I ever have been so close to that feeling, standing between the earth and the sky. Well, I won't ever forget tonight, I won't ever forget tonight, 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 tonight. Saw snow for the first time, watched it rain down white and cold, covering up all that I could see. I've been waiting for this moment since I was a child, and now it's finally happening to me. Have you ever wanted to be king? Well, I don't think I ever have been so close to that feeling, standing between the earth and the sky. Well, I won't ever forget tonight, I won't ever forget tonight, 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 tonight,
When I first landed, the damage was outlandish. Anguish, anxiousness, and taking it for granted. But when I first landed, I was so relieved I lost my focus. Soon exceeded recommended dosages. Now I hold the grip that holds the soul, that holds the quote skills exclusive. It leaves illusions of unfocused flows. I don't suppose you're taking too much time, breaking too much mind, trying to unravel the babble that dismantled and left the lines in need of some assembly, so I can find the secret key and free all the MCs. This planet spins on a thin axis. All axis passes won't help you to grasp the atmosphere. I mean, what did you think? My agenda was to freestyle, smile, get paid to smoke weed and grab the mic and spoon feed. There's more to this than just paying the rent. If you're riding on the stone, you need to ride it to the end. What could you say as the earth gets further and further away? Planets as small as balls of clay. What could you say as the earth gets further and further away? Planets as small as balls of clay. What could you say as the earth gets further and further away? Planets as small as balls of clay. What could you say as the earth gets further and further away? Planets as small as balls of clay. Some shells get broke, some keep their wicks closed, some get exposed as little man big pose. Some make moves and some stay daydreamers, but everybody seems to want some loot, food and a beamer. Well, make mine hunted green with camel insides, 10% tints, Mr. Pibb, and some french fries. Inch by inch I take it closer to the shoulder, but day by day it's getting harder to stay sober. Once again on the edge, heads inebriated, movement needs motive. It's easier to be sedated, what makes me mighty and another tiny? Why does my psyche give a damn about whether or not you like me? It's just rhymes, right? I might be wrong. I grip the mic tight cause it's all I really have a grip on. So let the losers lose and let the players play. The only difference is the day to some dust on the clay. What could you say as the earth gets further and further away? Planets as small as balls of clay. What could you say as the earth gets further and further away? Planets as small as balls of clay. What could you say as the earth gets further and further away? Planets as small as balls of clay. What could you say as the earth gets further and further away? Planets as small as balls of clay. Whose world is that? It ain't mine, and I'm grateful. Already got a plate full of clay on my table. I'm capable of handling fate, I know this. So do the people that get pissed when this microphone is spits. Too many get caught up in the lines that MC started, but it's clear to me the ones that fear me are the ones that order. I spot a blemish on your planet's existence. I deliver subtle terror submerged in clever sentences. Instantly risen away the misfits and fill me residue decay of all the hypothetical spew they spray when they sway. I dab them, half of them can't fathom where the math's from. My man beyond knows, you can ask them. At last when we get down to it, there's more than sand and fluid involved in how I revolve and evolve. Can we solve the secrets? No. Can we take trinkets? No. So when they ink hits, it's more than just a sequenced flow. I can't bring bring it with, so I'ma leave me here. Centuries from now, they're gonna study atmosphere. Carefully I steer, I'm aware life is fatal. When I go, I wanna go like hope, taken by the Play-Doh. What could you say as the earth gets further and further away? Planets as small as balls of clay. What could you say as the earth gets further and further away? Planets as small as balls of clay. What could you say as the earth gets further and further away? Planets as small as balls of clay. What could you say as the earth gets further and further away? Planets as small as balls of clay. What could you say as the earth gets further and further away? Planets as small as balls of clay. What could you say as the earth gets further and further away?
Tickling your funky bone. Get up, get down, get on the merry-go-round. Like here I am, green eggs and ham. Sam I am, Dr. Seuss. Do you need an excuse to just shake it loose? Lunch packers, we're talking snack crackers. Can't touch this with the cookie crisp. You know Captain Crunch, you know it loves to munch. How about giving me a punch? Ow!
surfboard dude, checking out all the groovy chicks too, smoking a bowl in the middle of the beach. One of the sharks are gonna eat me. I walk around in the sun, getting a really wicked tan, but my skin's getting a little kicked. Wine or rum by Greg Brady. Sitting on the beach with my tropical rum, thinking about those days and nights I spent as a bum. Groovy times, groovy lines, I should write a book. I got myself a little honey, a little chickadita. Do my wash, I don't really make a lot of money, but I still get by real well. I tried to be a lifeguard once, but I think I killed someone. Gotta go on with my life without a care in the world. Sitting on the beach with my tropical rum, thinking about those days and nights I spent as a bum. Groovy times, groovy lines, I should write a book. Now I walk on the beach with a smoothie in my hand, walking around in my tight G-strings, straightening out hot white sand. I flex my pecs, I stretch my quads, showing out for all the ladies. If you see me on the beach, feel free to check me out. Sitting on the beach with my tropical rum, thinking about those days and nights I spent as a bum. Groovy times, groovy lines, I should write a book. I should write a book. I should write a groovy time and groovy lines, groovy time, groovy lines, groovy time, groovy lines. Sitting on the beach with my tropical rum, thinking about those days and nights I spent as a bum. Groovy times, groovy lines, I should write a book. Feel free to check me out. Feel free to check me out. Feel free to check me out. Feel free to check me out.
Crazy how my peoples live right now.
We hustling, slinging them things to fiends.
That's why it's crazy how my peoples live right now.
Struggling, sticking up teams for creams.
That's why it's crazy how my peoples live right now.
When bubbling, watch for jakes and snakes.
That's why it's crazy how my peoples live right now.
Plug us in to get to connect from state to
Yo,
state.
niggas anticipated the day, but now the moment has come. The technical difficulties finally over and done. The slums in New York is real here. What you thought? Niggas don't wanna talk when it's beat, they bustin' it forth. This is tripe. sell a soul for riches and ice. With a grip on this mic, I discuss the issues of life. Coming straight from the 9, it's Riz captivating your mind. Handcuffing your physical, give you sensational vibes. Said that we'd amount to nothing funny, how the tables turn. Blazing herb, getting this paper, that's my main concern. I remain superb, watch these haters burn. What you might feel, stainless steel, quick melt your ice grill, 24/7. We struggle to feed the babies. The streets is crazy, so I pack the 9 beneath the AV. The veteran, no rehearsal, take a track and lace it. It's time for cast to face it, you out of your league, so go back to
I was
basics.
looking at to get money and analyzing the block like Puff, it won't stop. My click is riding to the top, the 5 to the drop. Put life, never gonna stop. All eyes on me like pop, so I'ma blow up the spot. Wherever I rock, the crowd in the world I'ma shop. Packing the Glock, D's parked in back of the blocks. Y'all get into some timey, like Jack in the Box. I enter the club, I'm stashing the ops. Like the money gun in the crib in the closet, put away in the box. I'm playing for keeps. Slug took my man to the streets. Fucking my family and kids, then I'm blazing the heat. I'm raised on the streets, you know, gold, money and drugs. Respect, fear and love, fake friends and thugs. Reality rough. Same story from cheeks to McGruff. Hood, digging, pull triggers, stacking the digits, macking the bitches and clapping that snitches. Digging, you heard?
Crazy how my peoples live right now.
We hustling, slinging them things to fiends.
That's why it's crazy how my peoples live right now.
Struggling, sticking up teams for cream.
That's why it's crazy how my peoples live right now.
When bubbling, watch for jakes and snakes.
That's why it's crazy how my peoples live right now.
Plug us in to get the connect from stage.
Gotta make my own escape from all the chaos you create. You tell me what I wanna hear now, and you never hesitate. Everything you told me was a lie, and you got left.
My gosh, it's coming!
Into my brain like some poisonous acid. Walls are burning down, breathing fire, a mountain. How could I believe the things that you
Quick, Ollie back in! Ollie back in, it'll be sick!
do just one little chore. You know I never want.
It's nice and sunny out. We have young rippers ripping it up, and the pipe's in good shape. All we need is aliens, ninjas, more snowboarders. What do you think of the skiers without their shirts on? Well, they're looking pretty damn good, but no, that's because I haven't taken my shirt off.
Poisonous acid. Walls are burning down, breathing fire, a mountain. How could I believe the things that you said to me? You burn me to dig into my brain like some poisonous acid. Walls are burning down, breathing fire, a mountain. How could I believe the things that you said to me? You burn me to a degree.
Dude, I stole your camera, bitch.
What you gonna do about it?
Because I am keeping it. It's ours.
You'll never see it again, bitch.
Why are we saying this? Because you'll never even see it.